war? What in the heck? What the heck? What? No. What? War? No, I say. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today. A perfect 72 degrees out. War? Alright. You know what? You've convinced me in the last 10 seconds. Sure, let's try war. Maybe war is good, actually. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe, war is good. Let's find out tonight. We're continuing Simple 2000 Series, Volume 87. The War Girls. On the PlayStation 2. There's two girl women, and they're fighting. It's war. It's war, I say. How's everyone doing today? How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I hope things are going well for you. Hope things are going well for you out there in this, the wild world. This world of absolute terror. Hope things are going okay. I got a green tea with jasmine with me tonight. Green tea with jasmine. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. Green tea with jasmine, not too bad. I like it. The company that I used to get green tea with, from Stash Tea. I really like their green tea with jasmine. It's my favorite. But they stopped selling the big bags. The big bags of loose leaf. They only sell small bags of loose leaf now. And those small bags are much more expensive in terms of ounce by ounce cost. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to splurge. I'm going to get the smaller bags. Because it's just my favorite tea. So I got a smaller bag, and it is an entirely different green tea with jasmine. I think maybe they switched suppliers, which is why they don't sell the big ones anymore. They only sell it in a smaller pack. I feel like this might be just my paranoia or whatever, but I feel like when you buy Stash green tea with jasmine now, the loose leaf stuff, I think it's just Harney and Sons' jasmine green tea. I've had a number of jasmines with green tea with jasmines. I've had a number of them, and I think they just their green tea is just being supplied by Harney and Sons now. I think it's the same tea, so I'm just gonna order from them from now on. Charles, thank you for the $10. Hello, Jason. Just wanted to say I won't be on tomorrow, because tomorrow is Melissa and I's 1-year anniversary together. I have a secret date planned. Shh. She might hear. I'll keep my voice down. Congratulations to you both. This is wonderful news. A whole year. Goodness gracious. Well, I hope you have a wonderful secret date tomorrow. I hope that goes well for both of you. I hope it's a grand time. An absolute marvel of a day. And cheers to you both. A celebration. Hooray. Let's see, what's going on with this game? I think I don't have my app open. I probably should. I think this bottom one is continue, yeah. I don't think I need to have my app open to translate this one, because I'm pretty sure I remember the dialogue going by simply too fast to translate any of it. Let's see. It has been loaded. I guess I should have my app open for stuff like this. Let me get my application set up. Alright, I got it. We're good. Love the whimsical USSR style background music. Yeah, it's got a... It's got a vague, Red Army Choir sort of vibe to it. Let's see. Chapter 4, Kyoto Invasion Operation. Infiltrate Kyoto using the large... Any other Red Army Choir fans out there? Anyone a fan of Red Army Choir? I used to listen to a bunch of Red Army Choir stuff. There's some good Soviet era military music. I'm not usually into military music, but let me tell you, the Soviet military music, top of the line, absolute top of the line. Infiltrate Kyoto using the large elevator that leads from the underground passage. Quickly. We got pizza in the lounge. We're not going to tell you what place it's from. You've got to come to the lounge. We don't want to say anything that might prevent you from coming to the lounge. Oh, these are some, oh yeah, I forgot I have to translate from this guy. The textures in the background, they're so low resolution. I don't remember them being this low res when I was playing this game earlier, like last week. Let's hear this guy saying. Some of the enemy forces have begun sabotage activities. Many Kyoto citizens have been killed or injured. Use the underground elevator and rush to Kyoto. Okay. There is a high possibility that the enemy forces have a large number of troops stationed in the underground elevator in preparation for our attack. Be careful. Roger that. Let's hurry to the same song. No, but really, look at these textures. I don't know. I don't remember them being quite this N64. Maybe I've just got rose-colored memories. My memories are the colors of beautiful roses. I don't remember being able to do this before. That's... Oh yeah, I upgraded. The very last thing I did last stream was give myself a bunch of upgrades. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got my handle on the controls. We got an elevator level, get ready. It's elevator level. If you're playing a beat 'em up, at some point you might find yourself in an elevator. It's quite possible you'll end up in an elevator. This is the lift to the ground. We have to hurry. I missed my time. While I'm doing this, Kyoto is here. A rare combustion elevator. This is a great elevator. I don't know how many people here are familiar with the Criterion channel. It's my very favorite streaming service. It's run by the Criterion Collection. It's a streaming service where the main draw of the service is that the stuff they put on their service is good. There's a lot of streaming services that function primarily by putting a lot of bad stuff on their service, but having a lot of it, you know. The Criterion channel is largely it's good stuff from a long period of time. You can watch stuff all the way back to like the 1920s, all the way through modern stuff. You're not gonna have like Boss Baby and stuff on there, but you will have a variety of great films from a wide era. Is there bad, good stuff? Yeah, they recently, I think it's gone at this point, but they recently had a collection of Razzie winners. But they picked some good ones. It was like a variety of Razzie winners that are extremely artistically interesting in spite of how they were received. And that's kind of that's kind of how the Criterion channel operates. Like whatever you're watching there, it will at the very least have artistic merit to it. Anyway, they added a what'd you say? Where did so many enemy troops come from? What's going on in Kyoto? They recently added a feature, which I think is really neat, where it's called Criterion Live, and when you log into the streaming service, you have the option to either do the normal thing of watching, you know, whatever they have on their service, or you can click the live thing, and they've just got a 24-hour stream going, as if it was like a television channel showing movies and stuff. And it's nice to be able to just kind of turn that on and be like, I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. And I turned it on. And what it happened to be playing was a film about the Japanese geisha Seda Abe. which if you're familiar with her as a historical figure, you'll understand why it was a little jarring to suddenly be inside that story without warning. Well, that's what you get sometimes with the Criterion channel. Sometimes you tune into the live thing, and I love that movie. It's pretty good. It's a good movie. Great director. Strongly recommend or Emotion, short film by the same guy. I'll look into that one. I don't think. Oh, Emotion. I've seen Emotion. Oh, actually. Are you warring? I'm warring extremely hard right now. I guess this whole level is just going into an elevator over and over again. Tom Green. Oh yeah, the that movie Freddy Got Fingered was part of the Razzie Criterion Channel collection. Yeah, it was, I think he's got like a farm or something. I don't know. I really liked Tom Green's extremely early web streaming. I don't mean the web streaming that is like within the past 15 years or whatever. He did web streaming in like I think it was 2004 or 2005. It was either 2004 or 2005. He did a extremely early live stream where he set up a big desk in his living room, and he would have, it was in Los Angeles at the time, and he would have people come over to his house to talk on the live stream. They would just kind of show up. And my favorite part about the live stream he did was the fact that he was very clearly, genuinely, extremely depressed. It was not an act. He was not in a good place. But he was streaming through it. So in a good place now. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I remember I would tune in with my friend Robert. We watched it, and the first couple times we were watching it, we're like trying to figure out if it was a bit. if he was doing some sort of act. And yeah, it definitely was not. Oh my god. Judging from the interceptors, it seems like their actions are well known. Wait for Allied forces to arrive before entering Kyoto. No, the situation is of the essence. Please allow me to enter. It's too dangerous to rush in at this point. Danger? The real danger is to give up and turn your back on the battlefield. Aren't we supposed to protect civilians? Okay, rush into Kyoto City in advance and displace enemy troops. Roger. All these orbs. From here, we will enter downtown Kyoto. Apparently, he has a bunch of them archived, because I recall him re-uploading an episode after Norm Macdonald died with him on it. Oh yeah, he did. Nice. I think you should upload more of those. I think I should upload additional episodes. I would love to see more of those very early Tom Green live shows. What the heck? Where am I? What is this place? You who have mastered the art of training. If you want to surpass your limits, destroy yourself. If you do, my power will not dwell in you. So weird seeing it in good quality too. All I could think of while watching it was, wasn't this streamed in real play or something? Yeah, it was something like that. Alright, did I do it? Have I succeeded? It was like a real player sort of streaming thing. This was like, this was way before stuff like Twitch, way before there was like just any kind of online live video streaming stuff. He was just doing it through his own website or whatever. It's amazing. Ha! The number of bullets that can be loaded is increasing. What exactly is this space? Alright. QuickTime. QuickTime is great. It's still around primarily because, like, it's used in professional video stuff. It's the reason why I still use QuickTime stuff. It never really caught on as, like, a web video format. As a container format, though, QuickTime is the best. There was a lot of stuff that QuickTime could do that you just couldn't do with other video formats, which was great at the time. Like if you would have a QuickTime video, like I would have exported projects where it was like, oh, I want to update the audio on this. And back then you'd have, like, with other formats and stuff, you'd have to re-export the video with the new audio. With QuickTime, you could just go into the video, delete the audio track, paste the new audio track into it, and save it. QuickTime can do video transparency. Well, QuickTime's a container format. It's not a video format. So there's, like, MP4 could be QuickTime, animation format could be QuickTime, motion JPEG could be QuickTime, PNG format, PNG video format could be QuickTime. Any of this stuff could be QuickTime. But yeah. Audio and MKV as well. Yeah, the difference with QuickTime was the like you would open up the QuickTime application, you would have like the video player there, and from the video player you had access to the audio and video tracks, and you could do like you could remove the audio, paste new audio, add an additional audio track, edit the video itself with rudimentary like edits and stuff, like all within the player. Like within the player itself, and it would save this without quality loss. It was weird. So it's a lossless proprietary format for video editing. No, it's a container. It's a container format. It's like, how can I explain it? I mean, it's a container. So you could have like, for instance, let's say you export a video like .mp4 or whatever. If you rename it to .mov, it's on the Mac, it's a QuickTime file now. It's still the MP4, but it's a QuickTime file, and when you would open it up in QuickTime, the QuickTime program was able to access the tracks individually, and like if you like you could copy paste, like you could take the entire MP4 video format out, leaving the audio, and then paste in another MP4 video video track into this file, or you could do that with the audio. So the reason it was lossless is you could do all this stuff without having to recompress anything. It would just take whatever you were pasting into it, whatever you were doing with it, and saving that. Stop and defeat the destructive activities of the Kyoto occupational forces. You got it. Got it. Let's do it. Let's stop these pizza fiends. Container means it's sandboxed, or it's a program that can run independently of an OS. Well, I mean, I don't think this makes sense in the context of like it's a multimedia container format. Like I don't know like I know that's what it's called. I don't know if there's like another definition of the word. for other programs. But that's what video stuff is called. Most containers allow for multimedia audio streams. The player can switch to it anytime. Yeah, I mean the like the benefit of a container format is the same with QuickTime as it is with any other container format. The QuickTime difference primarily was the ease of use and the powerful tools of the actual program that came with macOS to utilize the container format. So like, if you were on or they released like a Windows version of the QuickTime program too, but most people are familiar with QuickTime in the sense of like the web plugin or the player. So the web plugin or the player would play the files, and it would act exactly as any container format does. Like, you know, if you open a QuickTime thing within like what is it, like VLC or something, you can access all of the different tracks or whatever, and enable or disable it through playback. But with a QuickTime player, it was like you could do all of that, but also a variety of like just video editing program stuff at the same time. So it was just nice having like a export that I could then clip a few frames here or there from without having to re-export it, or that I could swap the audio out again without having to re-export it, and without having to like open anything other than the program that actually played the file to begin with. Dang it, it's too late. Is the palace safe? Enemy forces are carrying out sabotage activities in various parts of the city. Please stop this and come forward. Roger. The beautiful Kyoto. I can't forgive this. I feel like most of the benefits of like QuickTime as a format and a player are much less obvious now. When I export a video from like Adobe Premiere or something, it takes seconds now. When I've got to, even when I have to encode it, because of the fact that like my computer has a specific chip, part of the processor set specifically to encode stuff, it just happens really fast. But back in the day, like exporting even like a 5-minute video, compressing a 5-minute video might take 20 minutes. It might take an hour. Even just exporting something lossless, it would take a significant amount of time. And so having the ability to make those sorts of changes without re-exporting. And to be able to do this no matter what, like, encoding format you're using. That container formats, it's more of a video editing term, top science term in this particular instance. Yeah, it just refers to like a media format that can accept a variety of other secondary formats. Like, it's not a specific way of saving or compressing anything. It's just something that can accept a variety of different compression methods. So, like, I could, like, you could have lossy and lossless video in the same video file. So, like, you could have one video file where it's, like, part of it is MP4 compressed, and then part of it is lossless video. Part of it is like animation format lossless. It's like you're playing it and it's playing the uncompressed and the compressed. Alright, thank you for the $2. Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut turned 25 today. 25 years old. Not my favorite Kubrick film. It has its moments. Container needs a format that can run multiple compression algorithms at once. Let me describe it another way. You know, like, well, there's a lot of container format. I was gonna say, like, you know, .wave, but that's also a container format. You know, MP3. You know, MP3 audio. There's also MP4 audio. A container format is like, imagine a file where it's like dot help. I don't know. Dot explanation. And when you open dot explanation, it'll play whatever is inside. And that could be MP3, or it could be MP4. It could be any audio format. A container format in this context just means it's a container, and inside of it is other things, other files. Kubrick considered it his greatest contribution to the art of cinema. Then he died 6 days after presenting the final cut. I'm not on the same level of Kubrick, but I will say, as an artist, whenever people ask me what my greatest work is, it's always the most recent thing I've done. So I wouldn't necessarily. I feel like if Kubrick had not died six days later, opinion might have changed over the next couple of years, but who knows? Here too! You know what Kubrick movie people really sleep on? The Killing. Format also has flags for the data's audio and video. I'm just talking about the audio. I don't understand why this is why this is so confusing. It's a container format. It contains other formats. That's all it means. That's all it means. It's a container format. You've got individual standards. So like MP3, that's a standard. The container format accepts multiple standards. Varying incompatible types of standards into one format. Yeah, it's container formats are pretty common. Like stuff like Wave, like I said before, is also a container format like that. You could have uncompressed like PCM audio in a Wave, or you could have compressed audio in a Wave, or a variety of different stuff that could be within a WAV file. But WAV files could also not be a container. It gets a little more complicated there. And then other containers can include containers. I won't let you. I'll destroy you without turning back. Mayonnaise a container. Mayonnaise is a container format, yes. Received a call from the local unit. Found an enemy who appears to be an enemy in Mount Higginson. Great. I'll immediately head to Mount Oh, it's translated differently this time. Mount Bishu. All right, I'm going to Mount Bishu. Uh-oh. Oh god. This thing is too big. Son of a gun. Container format is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Does this help? Alright. I see container seam shock malware isn't more widespread. It wouldn't. It's a media format. It's all of the problems with like executing code and stuff in these formats is pretty. Like there used to be a problem with like you could hide code and execute it in like GIF files and stuff. But I feel like those days are mostly long gone. It's just it's just video and audio playback. From now on, we will advance to Mount Hitaisu. A whole other thing. Unbelievable. A whole other mountain. It's 3 mountains so far. It's translated it as. Well, we're halfway through the stream. We've got a birthday to celebrate today. We've got a birthday to celebrate. It is Chris's birthday. Happy birthday, Chris. Let's see what the machine's got to say. To Chris! No. This is not a joke. It is Chris's real birthday. All right, let's fill out your birth fate card. What is your luck number for the year? 780. How about your letter? Very minimalistic. Very small letter here. How's the weather? Whatever that is. Any of this hatch an egg? No. Gather around, everyone. It's time to put together a big old cake for Chris. Hope you brought your ingredients. Here's the first one. 19 kilograms of bread flour. We want this to be a chewy cake. 16 tablespoons of cherry extract. Chewy cherry cake. 9 liters of barbecue sauce with a nice tang to it. Who brought the barbecue sauce? Which type did you... Oh, Stubbs. That's good stuff. Now bring that Stubbs over here. 8 store-bought cakes to combine. Going the homeopathic route. Directions. Love and care for ingredients. Spend 96 weeks ignoring the careless mistake you almost forgot. Get ready for dessert. Get ready. It's coming. Birthday machine has looked to the stars, determined that your friend constellation is the blue snake. Enemy star, Omega, Phoenix, number 5023. Has there been a cosmic event? Let's look at the data. Let's look at the charts. No. Gather round, everyone. It is time to sing. To who? Chris, of course. Join me if you can. Yip, yip, birthday for Chris. Let us find the heart, Chris. What are all these numbers? The duck who says Chris. Birthday sun shines on Chris. The goat spies on our Chris. We sharpen our big sword. I love birth so much. Wonderful song. Great, beautiful singing by me and all of you. Finally, we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Chris. Here it is, your one-of-a-kind work of art. Wow. Look at that. Look at all this. There's good stuff going on here. I don't understand this piece, but I like it. Happy birthday, Chris. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. There. Ah. Ah. Let's see. Translation app is busy translating. I don't know what's taking it so long. Alright, I got it. Chapter 6, the enemy can use aircraft to attack. Destroy the enemy military commander aircraft on the summit of Mount, Heil? Alright. Believe it or not, this was the first year and did not hatch an egg. Yeah, there hasn't been an egg hatch in a long time. It's been a significant amount of time. Got it. Yeah, I understand all of this. Thank you. All right. Wow, look at this place. This seems exciting. From here, we will use the ropeway to reach the top of the mountain. Roger that. Resistance from other guards is expected. Don't neglect soy sauce. There's no way that's correct. Roger, I will not neglect soy sauce. It's here. Does this mean you are aware of this behavior? I don't know how good that attack actually is. It uses up all my stuff, but I've hit this thing so many times, it doesn't seem to have done anything. So I don't think it's actually very powerful. Hello, Connor. Welcome. I'm playing a game about a war. It's one of those war simulators. This is what it's like. I've never been in the military myself, but I kind of feel like I have been. Thanks to games like this. I didn't expect them to fight back so desperately. There's definitely a commander at the top of the mountain. Definitely, totally. Ah. No Japanese. No, I have my phone open, pointed at the screen. With Google Lens. I definitely know French. This hits them so many times, but I feel like it does so little damage. But maybe they just need a lot of hits. Unlike me. I feel like one good punch will ruin me for life. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. Stop shooting. Oh no, it's the big guy. I think in 3 weeks we're doing the next Twin Peaks Club. Oh yeah, what episodes are those? Because I'm almost done with rewatching season 2. Does that include the next 5? Does that include the Diane Keaton episode? I would love to talk about that one. Time for the episode that ends with Wyndham Earl in the cave. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I have any anything on my schedule that would prevent me from doing that. I would love to talk about Twin Peaks again. Specifically that set of episodes. Noah's units succeeded in receiving confidential communications from the First Army. It looks like the commander is behind it. Oh, that was my commander, sorry. He's going to destroy Kyoto. Unacceptable. Now we got a boss fight. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage that just did. How the heck? Alright, well that sucks. I fought this boss before and it was super easy. But it was doing like chip damage to me. Those lasers should not be doing that much. Alright, I gotta level myself up. Skill acquisition. This is my life. Definitely want to increase that. This is my attack power. My speed I can leave for now. Oh, he saved my game too. Which I also don't remember how to do. Let's see. Here we go. Perfect. Twin Peaks will return. Twin Peaks the return. What's everyone's favorite Twin Peaks episode? Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. What's your favorite Twin Peaks episode? What's your number one? There's the Diane one. Only ever seen the pilot. Well, that's definitely one of the best ones, so that's a good one to have seen. I believe David Lynch once said that for him, Twin Peaks was like what he considered to be pure Twin Peaks was the pilot, Fire Walk with Me, and The Return. But you should definitely catch that Diane Keaton episode too. From here, we will use the ropeway to reach the top of the mountain. Alright, Pilot is my actual favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I think the pilot would definitely make my my top 3. Pushing the wrong button. It's okay. Yeah, the kick seems to work the best against these stone people for some reason. I don't know why, but kicking is the way to go. I hear people say the phrase Lynchian a lot. I'm trying to think of anything that I would genuinely consider Lynchian that wasn't made by Lynch. Can anyone think of anything that you would call Lynchian? stream. The stream is very Lynchian. Can't see. Family Guy. Family Guy is very Lynchian. Discussion reminds me of the Kafka-esque joke in Mission Hill. Yeah, or the, you see The Wire? Dickensian. It's very Dickensian. A lot of stuff post-Lynch clearly influenced by him, but maybe that's cheating. No, I don't think that's cheating. Cats? You think Cats is Lynchy? I feel like a lot of stuff that like gets described as Lynchian is just has like an unsettling abstraction to it, as opposed to being like, I just don't think it's much more complicated than that in terms of things that that people call Lynchian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, this is bad. I was doing alright. For a second. I think you're right, but I also think that when your name becomes a verb, it loses nuance. Yeah. Someone says Spielbergian, I don't think you instantly think, oh yeah, father issues. Well, see, the thing is, I would think that. but I'm also the person who's brought up my problems with the term Lynchian. Yeah, I only brought it up because there was a handful of people who have described Shadowstone Park, an animation series I've done, as Lynchian. And speaking as someone who created Shadowstone Park and is a fan of David Lynch, I feel like it, in many ways, is one of my least Lynchian works. I think of the many things I've created, I would not jump to that and be like, ah, yeah, this is Lynchian right here. I think you, Bobby, and myself, Rick, clearly influenced a lot by him. Yeah, I definitely, like, David Lynch is definitely an influence. But that's just a weird series for that comparison to be brought up, because I feel like a lot of stuff I do has you know, a lot of non-literal meaning, a lot of abstract vibe stuff, a lot of symbolism, a lot of all that kind of thing. Shadowstone Park is in many ways very just literal. Very straightforward. It's probably like the most traditional storytelling that I've done. Like, I think the hit audio play The Table is more Lynchian. I share a conspiracy theory of a recent major news event. Made it up myself. Yeah, let's hear Connor's conspiracy theory. A new segment. Connor's conspiracy theory, made up by Connor. Gotta be asking, what's the motive? I mean, if I had to answer it in a non-jokey way, I would say we live in a culture of isolation and violence. Someone who's isolated from people for so long acts in ways that are not necessarily logical. What if you saw a really scary bug? Oh my god. You're blowing this whole thing wide open. What if old Tom saw a really, really scary bug? What if Tom is actually like one of the greatest shots in the world? Tom saw a bug on Trump's ear. A really scary one. Just the scariest bug. Seems logical. As far as conspiracy theories go, I feel like it's more logical than many of the others I've seen, so. The absolute hardest part of this is all of these people showing up who explode when they die. Oh my god, we did it. Unbelievable. It's just in France doing a World War II tour. I can tell you, Jason, this is exactly like the real war. You've heard it here, folks. This game is an accurate simulation of what war is really like. Verified by war expert Connor. The occupation forces should now lose their chain of command and retreat. I wish I'd gotten here a little earlier. The whereabouts of the enemy groups Caribou was revealed through wiretapping. All forces should wait for the offensive operation to begin. Huh. Commander, give me the order to rush into the enemy division. The assault force become a desperate force. Still? Yeah, still. I will never allow something like this to happen again, even if it means my life. Immediately begin the attack on the enemy group. Roger. You must imagine war happy. War is very War has been eating so much lately. Things have been going really well for war. You who have mastered the art of repair. If you want to surpass your limits, destroy yourself. If you do, my power will not dwell in you. Look at these orbs. Who'd you want to go to war against if you had the power to start one? The billionaire class. The only war I'm interested in is class warfare. Because it's already going on. There's already constant class warfare. It's all around us every day. It's just, it's one-sided. Let's make that two-sided. It's stunning. Huh! The number of bullets that can be loaded is increasing. What on earth is this space like? They have expensive weapons. Yeah, the main difficulty in a class warfare is that the upper class has, by definition, access to more resources. But there's a lot more of us. 45,000, oh my god. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Save. War against people who own ukuleles, please. Oh no. I've got a terrible confession to make then. I got a lot of instruments. I just have a variety of instruments in general. One of those instruments is a ukulele. You can hear it at it's the Llamas with Hats end credits music. That's me on the ukulele. Video. I wouldn't. I don't like to ape other people's stuff. I'd use a different instrument. The Imperial Army headquarters is finally taking control of the location of the second enemy base. Good, I guess. Next, Kyoto City battlefront. 2 successful bids to intercept communications from enemy units. Akira Communications Code. Hakeo Advanced Namaru. Imperial Military Intelligence Department's analytical abilities surpasses Chlora. Okay. Cool, I guess. With the unyielding determination of the Mechanical Guardian Girl and the Sortie Squad, the entire squad will make a second sortie to destroy the enemy base. Destroy the enemy base, second sortie. Okay, so it's the first person to play the ukulele, and the very first person to ever play a ukulele. I started it. Yeah, no, I'd probably play like the talking drum or something in my apology video. And then do an apology video about my apology video. Enter the enemy group's control area via the underground passage. Be careful of ambushes. The enemy location is unknown. Roger. What soda cans are yellow? Are there any yellow soda cans? I'm looking this up. I gotta find an answer to this. Mellow yellow, I guess. Alright, mellow yellow. That makes sense. Yeah, she's a huge mellow yellow fan. Squirt. Mellow yellow and Squirt. Chugging 6 or 7 bottles, 6 or 7 cans at once. I can't get enough mellow yellow and Squirt and pineapple Fanta. Let's see. I will never make the same mistake I made in Kyoto again. Destroy everything left behind. You didn't make a mistake in Kyoto. You asked to rush ahead because you were worried about Kyoto, and you rushed ahead, and it turns out your worries were well-founded. This was not a mistake on your part. Whatever happened to the ukulele apology woman? I wasn't familiar with her before that whole thing. I just had no idea who that was. so I don't know. As she continued on, is there everything going all right for the ukulele apology woman? What's going on with her? That was definitely an apology she shouldn't have done with the ukulele. There are some apologies a ukulele I think is appropriate for. Aline Ballinger. She had that character Miranda Sings. I'm not familiar. Now plays ukulele in hospitals. Doctors tell people about their dead loved ones. Perfect. Bartoli wrote an apology for sexual harassment and included a recipe for bread knots at the end. I don't remember that, but now that's an Iron Chef apology right there. Maybe we should recontextualize the ukulele apology. Has anyone considered the ukulele apology as a work of like 12-dimensional chess? Because let's consider what she's apologizing for. She's apologizing for weird behavior towards underage boys, including mailing underwear to one. She mailed underwear to an underage boy. Her argument as to why this was okay is that it was not meant in a, sexual way. She just has extremely poor judgment. She has poor judgment and did not realize how it would come across. And if she's making that argument that she has poor judgment, ukulele apology is perfect to illustrate that. Doing a ukulele apology video perfectly demonstrates your poor judgment. So, have we considered that this is actually like a master class in apologizing? Maybe this whole time she's been a genius. Lynchian of apologies. It is kind of a Lynchian apology, yeah. Such a long hallway. There must still be a considerable number of enemy aircraft deployed. that the younger generations are oh my god, I gotta fight this thing again. Recognizing inappropriate acts against young boys are in fact assault. Yeah. Yeah, people are real weird about that stuff. Ah. You got me. I got you. Oh. This guy's not even important enough to pause for. I mean, to prevent the pause. This guy's not important. His life is not important enough. A cutscene can interrupt my fight with him. It's fine. Reach the center point of the underground passage. Time 1500. After that, the most... Alright, translation app says adorable, but that's... Let me try it. Okay. Beyond that, a more ordinary house will be preserved. Buy it back. Roger. I don't know what that means, but Roger. She'd invite kids on stage and be creepy to them. Crazy how long she got away with this. Yeah. Shouldn't do this stuff. It's bad news. Let me save one more time. Alright, next level. Chapter 8, Enemy Base Attack Operation. Advance to the enemy headquarters from the underground passage and begin the attack. You got it. A powerful mechanical guardian girl who has the strict will of the Imperial Army. The enemy headquarters is advancing in two directions. The Imperial Army's attack force is currently making preparations for a counterattack, and the enemy's forces are out in full. The fate of the enemy's base, the light before the end of the world. Okay. Equipment Guardian Girl, enemy base, second attack. Let's go. The attack of the first grounded force has begun. Take advantage of the confusion of the defending forces and rush into the enemy's control area at once. Roger. Oh, it's another elevator. Okay. Another elevator level. Gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. I've got a doctor appointment. Just to follow up on blood work. Just routine blood work. Nothing wrong. I don't want to go to the appointment, though. I have to. Because I don't want to ghost my doctor or anything. Like, I already have the blood results, because I just get them through my Quest Diagnostics app or whatever. I don't really need to talk about it with the doctor. It's all fine. But I still have to go to the doctor to get told the results that I already know. Enemy interception is slow. Haha. You seem to be quite confused by the two-pronged attack with the ground forces. Bring him something. I should. I like this doctor. I like my doctor. I had some bad doctors in Orlando before finding this doctor. It's funny because I made this appointment on not this appointment. I made my first appointment with this doctor on accident because I was looking for my old doctor who I hated. And found this place and thought it was my other doctor, but it wasn't. The place has a similar name. I just couldn't remember the actual name. But I ended up with a much better doctor. I've been going to this guy for a while. Great doctor. There was a time in which like Scuffy was having severe head pains. He went to a like one of those, not an emergency room, but like urgent care. We went to one of the urgent care places, and they were like, I don't know, take some Excedrin or something. You look fine to me, it's probably Excedrin you need. And the head pain didn't let up at all. And the next day we went to my doctor, who I like. And the doctor walked in the room and took one look at Scuffy and was like, "Oh, you have shingles. This is important. You got to deal with this right away." Just like within seconds, knew that Scuffy had shingles. And now that I know all about shingles, I can see the signs myself. I understand how the doctor knew. It's just a buck wild that the urgent care didn't catch it. Presumably charged you $2,000 for the Excedrin. I think it was $600 for that urgent care appointment. I think it was literally $600. The regular doctor appointment was $30. It was just this was all happening on like a Sunday, and so it was the next Monday we brought Scuffy to the regular doctor. I was 12, I went to the hospital and they said I had the flu. It's bacterial meningitis. Yeah, boy. Get a refund and send the money to me and Jason. If I ever get a refund for that, I will send you the money. I don't expect to. Oh. wish the healthcare system in the United States was not extremely bad. I wish it was better than extremely bad. Alas. Patrick, thank you for the $5. Bummed myself out today by Control F, replacing a wall with Dr. Kafka's short story Before the Law, and it totally works for U.S. healthcare. Yeah, the U.S. healthcare system is in fact Kafka-esque. It is very much Kafka-esque. You've come this far when you're almost at the enemy's control station. There's nothing to fear about falling behind. Doesn't make sense, so I imagine the translation app did not do a good job. I once went to the doctor for migraines and stuff, and the doctor, she asked me like, she asked me about my diet, and I was like, well, I'm a vegetarian, and she stopped me from continuing at that point. She's like, you probably have a B12 deficiency. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I knew that was that's always a possibility, having a B12 deficiency as a vegetarian, but, you know, I have a pretty balanced diet. I wasn't particularly worried about that. I didn't think that, that was a likely cause of my headaches, which I had seen the doctor for. But, you know, you never know. So she was like, I'm gonna have you get some blood work. So I got blood work, and I came in with, she had the blood work. There's like a range for B12, and I was on the upper end in terms of like, I had more B12 in me than most people do. And she looked at the numbers and saw that I was on the better end of the normal range. And she said, well, the test shows that you have very good B12 levels, but I still think you have a B12 deficiency. And she prescribed me regular B12 shots. Never got any help for my migraines. Still haven't this many years later. What the heck? Why are you adding all these rays and stuff to this box? What's going on here? I think each one of these has its own health bar. I think that's what's going on. B12 level was 99 when they identified I was deficient. Yeah, I don't remember what the normal range was. I just remember that I was fine. level of B12 in my system. It actually told me I needed less. Nice. We need to suck some B12 out of you. You've got too much. Save some for the rest of us. Normal range is like 300 to 500. Alright, I destroyed one of them. Yeah, I don't remember what my number was. It was good though. It was good. I did not need B12 shots, but I took them anyway. It did not help with my migraines. It was not something I needed. So yeah, it's good to have a doctor who's good, because there's a lot of them out there that are not. It turns out there's a lot of doctors who are bad. I really don't understand what's going on at this level. We're getting lectured about my blood pressure while having a panic attack. Lo and behold, when I wasn't having a panic attack, it was normal. Oh yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff sucks. Yeah, I had a lot of anxiety at the doctors for a long time, and so my blood pressure would always be high when I went there. Like, I had a cuff at home, so I knew it usually was not. But not all doctors are going to believe you about that. I don't understand what to do about this bug, and we're at the end of the stream, so I guess I'll figure it out next week. Figure it out next week. Yeah, I'll just figure this out next week. Whatever. I already saved. We're good. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. I'll be back tomorrow playing James Bond 3 Operation Starfish on the Sega Genesis. That's right. I know you all love the James Bond series, and so do I. So we're playing more of it. James Bond 3 Operation Starfish tomorrow. One time a dentist wanted to clean my teeth with lasers. Would have cost $1,000. That's a lot of money to spend on teeth cleaning. Teeth cleaning. Yeah, my brother went to the dentist, and the dentist was like, "You've got 7 cavities. You've got 7 cavities. We need to do this at once. You also need 1 root canal." I was like, "Do not actually do this. I know a dentist who's not out of his mind." Go to this dentist, see what they say. He went to that dentist and got the x-rays done and all this stuff, and dentist was like, "No, you don't have any cavities. There's 1 tooth we want to keep an eye on because it looks like it could develop into a cavity, but no, you're all right." Nothing needs to be done right now. But other dentist, it's like that feels like a crime. It feels like criminal. Why is this such a common thing? It is such a common. It's so common. So it's bananas. A lot of U.S. healthcare is like that. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite thing is when you, I went for a procedure. They were scoping me because I have stomach acid issues, and so they were putting a scope in me. And I went on the insurance website and found out exactly how much that costs. And I got a quote from the place I did it at before I went. And when I went into the place, they told me an amount which was different from the one they had told me over the phone and the one that I had seen on the insurance website, but still was in the same range. It was a little bit more, but it was just weird that it was a different number. But I paid it and then had the procedure done. And then 3 weeks later, I got a bill in the mail because the anesthesiologist was not on my network, and so I owed $1,200 for that. There was no way for me to have known this before getting it. There was I had done my due diligence to figure out exactly how much things would cost up front, but yeah. And the thing is, there was an anesthesiologist at this place who is on my network. It's just that didn't happen to be the person who was working that day. It's just a happenstance of what anesthesiologist at this place happened to be there at the time. It's a difference of $1,200. Why wouldn't they have rescheduled you then? It's a good question. A great question, in fact. I have no idea. It's almost impossible to figure out the cost of anything beforehand. I remember the first time I got an MRI, I did the same thing. I looked up the MRI cost online. I went to the place. I got my MRI done, paid them I think it was like $260 or whatever to get my MRI done, and then weeks later got another bill for an additional 500 something for some reason. I called them up on the phone trying to figure out why there was this extra cost, and they were just like, "That's just what it cost." They could provide no explanation outside of that's just what the cost is. I don't think I've ever had any kind of medical procedure where I could figure out what the price was beforehand. The only time in which things maybe worked out in my advantage and maybe didn't. I don't actually know. There was a medical procedure that Scuffy had years ago where we went to the place for a pre-appointment where they took us to this business room where it's this hospital in Orlando. I forgot the hospitals. There's a bunch of hospitals in Orlando, but this particular hospital, it took us to a room to discuss the financial stuff, and the woman explained that the procedure was going to cost us $7,000 or something, which I did not have, but she said that we could do a payment plan with the hospital, but she wanted to know how much we could pay up front because it would lower the amount that we were charged in the long run if we were able to pay more up front. And I was like, well, I've got $1,000. I can pay for this up front. And she was like, great. And she took my payment for $1,000. And we never got a bill for anything else after that. We never got a bill for any of the additional $6,000 or whatever. And I can't tell if I can't tell if if we just saved $6,000 or if I got scammed out of $1,000. I have no idea. I just have no clue. And I didn't want to look too far into it in case they figured out that we still owed $6,000. But if we got scammed out of $1,000, I would like the $1,000 back. It's so nonsensical. U.S. healthcare is. Want that 1,000 also if you ever get it. If I ever get it back, it's yours. She took that $1,000 to the dollar store within the same hour. She took that $1,000, bought 1,000 things at the dollar store. Not a fan of U.S. healthcare. The doctor that I see who I like is actually out of network for me. I see this doctor. It's when this doctor was in network, which he used to be. My doctor appointments were like $20 or something, and they're $75 now. I just pay out of pocket, but paying that $75 is cheaper than getting the insurance in which he's in network. Just occasionally paying $75 for an appointment is cheaper than just buying the more inclusive insurance. I feel like none of this should work like this. None of it ever makes any sense. Self-employed. Yeah, I'm self-employed, so I buy private insurance. Like, I can get any private insurance I want, but some of them are too pricey. To get taxes back for costs you spent on healthcare. No. The answer is no. The reason the answer is no is there's multiple ways of calculating your taxes, and essentially, unless you spend a certain amount on healthcare, it doesn't matter. Like, I think if I think the number is pretty high. It's like, have you spent, when I do like TurboTax, it asks you specifically, did you spend more than $21,000 on healthcare this year? Because if not, you're not gonna you're not gonna save anything deducting it. And the answer to that question, thankfully, has been no every year. But it's annoying that that the amount that I do spend is not just tax deductible. Taxes. Tax is also not great in the United States of America. Tax is also not particularly good. Medical stuff, taxes, both bad. It's a real mess lately. It's a real mess. It's not very good. Missed a date to renew my health care by 1 day, so I had a week where I didn't have health insurance. That reset all of my prior authorizations, so my meds were messed up for months. Nice. Great that can happen. Yeah, medication stuff. Prices on those also make no sense. God, there was one medication. I don't understand how this worked, but I think it was something that Scuffy was on. And the price of the medication with insurance covering it was like $40 or something. And with insurance not covering it was like $580. And so we went to fill it, and they said, oh, insurance has denied this, they've denied this, and so it's going to be $580 or whatever. We're like, oh, we don't have that money. We can't spend $580 on this. And then the person checking us out was like, oh, wait, if if I say you're uninsured, then it's $80. If you have insurance, if you're going through your insurance and they don't cover it, it's $580. But if you're uninsured, then the price that the manufacturer sets for it is $80. So they just ran it through as uninsured, and it was $80. The next time we went, I was going to try to explain this to the person because I didn't want to get charged $580 whatever dollars. But I discovered a coupon online that I could print out and bring in to get it for $20. And so we ended up getting the second round for $20. This is the prices. It's like Calvin Ball. I don't know if people watching know what Calvin Ball is, but if you do, it's like Calvin Ball. The rules are entirely made up. They make no sense. They're nonsensical. No good. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to all this. I hope you have a great night. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.